Hello everybody, Skax here, and welcome to a review of the Arsenal versus Manchester City game that just finished a few minutes ago. 3-0, same result as what happened to us in the Carabao Cup, but we didn't collapse, we didn't really fall down as bad as we did in the Carabao Cup final, where we showed no fight whatsoever. There was a bit of fight in this game. I mean, admittedly, the last 15-20 minutes was drab and just dire, to the point where the commentators were talking about the England versus France game, the women's game. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty poor performance, but it wasn't as bad as what happened to us in the cup final, where they showed no effort whatsoever. They actually tried to win this game, and you could see them trying to put in a performance. And there wasn't as many defensive errors in this. I don't think there was many at all. I mean, I did think Kolasinac and Bellerin did look very shaky in this game. But we was basically just undone by Manchester City's brilliance. They were far and above the better team, and they really showed why in this game. They are top of the league, and by just a mile. They were so good in this one. Absolutely incredible. And Sane, I am scared when I see him on the team sheet now after what he's done to us in the last few games. He is such a good player, and he's developed so well under Pep Guardiola. He is just incredible. The whole team is, really. I mean, Silva was getting kicked all over the park, and he was just bossing the whole game, really. I mean, Ramsey probably was our best performer, if I'm being honest. He actually got up and down the pitch a lot. Xhaka put in a lot of effort, tried to stop the play or break up the play, did a little bit better today than he normally plays. That's the thing, there wasn't too many poor performances in Arsenal in this game. I mean, the poor performers, I think, outright, you've got to say Welbeck spent most of his time on the floor, was slipping over all the time. I know it was wet and I know it was very cold, but he spent most of his time on the floor, whereas other Arsenal players could actually stand up. You had Kolasinac did not have a very good game whatsoever. Bellerin didn't have a good game, but it was highlighted more by Sane's brilliance. He was just incredible. Cech, meh, again, not really up to Arsenal standards and Arsenal the par level for an Arsenal player. I mean, he has kept us in so many games, but I just think we need a better goalkeeper. We need a regular and a better goalkeeper than Cech now. No disrespect, he's been such a good goalkeeper, but his time's winding down now. You can see that. But yeah, Manchester City were far and above the better team. As I've said many times, Ederson is just a revelation for them. He is just such a good goalkeeper, and he just storms out whenever there's anything coming. I mean, Otamendi and company must really fear for their lives. I mean, Otamendi got flattened in this game by Ederson, and he just comes storming out whenever the ball comes anywhere near him. Lloris does that as well, and that's why they are one or some of the best goalkeepers in the league, along with like De Gea as well. But we were just outplayed. We showed more fight. I mean, Aubameyang did miss that penalty, but Ederson just done his homework. You saw on the graphic just before Aubameyang took the penalty that he always goes that side, and the one time he did go the opposite side, he missed. So there was only one way he was going to go for that penalty. He went that way. Ederson obviously done the homework and made the save. Match ratings, though, I think I'll start with that before we go into a little bit more detail and talking a bit of an overview about the game. Cech didn't really have much to do at all in the second half, but when he was called on, the ball was already past him in the net. The goals were incredible that were scored against us, really. So Cech, 5, 6, I say 6, didn't really have much to do apart from pick the ball out of the back of the net. Bellerin, probably a 4. He was really being done by Sane all over the pitch and didn't really have a good performance. He was crossing into the Manchester City players all the time. Mustafi and Koscielny, 5 apiece, didn't really defend well. And when they tried to, it was just the brilliance of Man City again. Didn't really have any effect on those goals. Kolasinac, probably the worst player of tonight, next to Welbeck. So Kolasinac I give a 4. Ramsey, 6, or should I say 7? I give Ramsey a 7 because he was the one who tried the most out of all the players. Xhaka, 6, solid 6 for him. Tried a lot harder today, I think, than we've seen in the last few games. Mkhitaryan, he played pretty well, so I'll give him a 6 as well. Ozil gets a 6 too. Welbeck, well, Welbeck, you get 3. I'm fed up of giving Welbeck ratings because I don't think he should be an Arsenal player. And he's just terrible. He's just terrible, Welbeck. He bamboozles players because he doesn't even know what he's doing himself. That is the summary of Welbeck as a football player. He's so bad. Aubameyang had a half decent game. Spent most of his time running around, but he missed a penalty that really could have put some pressure on Manchester City and got us back in the game. So Aubameyang, I give a 5. It's a harsh 5, I know, but he didn't do enough to warrant getting a higher match rating. He did blast that half volley wide as well. I do really like Aubameyang. I'm going to have faith in him, but he just didn't play well in this game, so it's a 5 for him. We played half decent, but just really undone by a superb Manchester City like snowstorm in that first half. They were just absolutely untouchable. We couldn't really do anything. I'm a lot less agitated, as you see, or as you can hear from my voice in this one than I was in the Carabao Cup final, because we actually played. We actually tried to do something in the game. And the second half, we did give it a really good go, but they just proved why they are top of the league. They really did. They're a much better team than us. We take the loss and we move on. And we should hope to rebuild. I think it's Brighton away next for Arsenal. So a tough game because Brighton just beat Swansea pretty comfortably. And they've won, I think, their last few games. Don't quote me on that, but I think they've won their last few. Glenn Murray's in a bit of scoring form right now as well. So it could be a tricky one going to Brighton, and I think it's this weekend as well. Maybe Sunday or Monday. I'm not too sure which day it is, but it's going to be a tricky one. So I don't anticipate any easier game than this one. And we just have to move on. And hopefully pick up 3 points against Brighton. Otherwise, we're going to be looking over our shoulder against Burnley and Leicester creeping up on us in the league if we don't win that one. So hopefully we can get the 3 points at the weekend, and I will be a lot happier if we do. It's not going to cover the problems that we have against the top 6, but what can we say? What can we do? We just have to improve, and we just have to get better week upon week, and we just got to try again next season. We say that every year as Arsenal fans, but we just got to try again next season and just move on from all the problems that we do have. I'm going to leave it here, guys. Thank you for watching this very late video, and hopefully your evening was very good and you have a nice day tomorrow. Hopefully you're not snowed in or anything and you can actually get out. It's not too icy out there. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I've been Skax. You guys have been awesome. That was my match review of the Arsenal versus Man City game. Catch you all very soon with another video. Like if you did enjoy, and I'll see you all very soon with another one.